Well, hey there, and welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, bringing the fat stacks of fuck facts. And today, the world is up in arms about what went on with Michael Reinoehl, and finding out that he went and assassinated that man intentionally, followed him down the street, tracked him, stalked him, hid from him, hunted him, approached him from behind, and shot him dead. All these lefty Antifa sympathizers out there trying to make videos saying he was a good man or he was a hero or this and that and the other thing. The man was a coward and a murderer, and you need to stop worshiping scumbags. Stop idolizing these total pieces of shit. From Rayshard Brooks and George Floyd on down the line to this asshole. Every person you've thrown a fucking fit about has been a total piece of shit. All these riots over useless losers, wastrels, and wannabes. You think these assholes are bad enough? Now we got people just losing their goddamn minds over COVID lockdowns and the rules enforced therein. Democrats want to keep this shit going. They want to keep destroying America. This is obviously the part of the plan where they just start attacking the country, and it's been that way since Donald Trump got elected. Every single day is Orange Man bad. Every single day is more crap from these media asshole shitbags trying to cover for murderous pieces of shit like Michael Reinoehl. The man was escalating the situation and pushing the space, and he was gaining all of the feel-good bullshit from the wooby media and his leftist comrade, socialist, Russian fucking buddies. They're not Russian, they're just communists. But so what I want to talk about today is this story where things are going nuts in St. Louis. Let's go have a look at it. I would have been out with this video yesterday, but OBS is a temperamental cunt, and it doesn't like to run on my half a potato, so I keep having battles back and forth between render lag or encoding lag, and right now I'm settled on encoding lag, but it's off the charts, so I gotta figure out how to fix that. And I would have brought this story out from a different news source, but everybody else in St. Louis that's covered this story wants me to subscribe or pay for their newspaper, so here we are at Fox News again. Missouri man shot after mask argument at St. Louis Family Dollar. St. Louis man is facing criminal charges and was shot after an argument over his refusal to wear a mask inside a Family Dollar store on Monday, Fox affiliate KTVI in St. Louis reported. I don't know about their debate or their argument. Some folks have medical exemptions, etc. I'm on the wagon with this guy going, if you don't want my money, I won't shop here. That's fine. I'll just go find some place that doesn't want to harass me about my compliance to this social demand, this bullshit order. Masks are an exercise in compliance, people. They're not protecting you or anybody else from COVID-19. They just show that you're willing to bend the knee and do what you're told, regardless of facts, logic, freedom, etc. Joe Quinn Perry and another person entered the store without masks and then argued with employees who told them masks were required, according to the report. The pair insulted the store workers and then threatened to, quote, shoot the place up, unquote. St. Louis officials issued an order in July making masks mandatory in public when social distancing is not possible as part of efforts to slow the spread of coronavirus. When someone from the store went outside to check if Perry had left, Perry pulled out a pistol and shot the man, KTVI reported. Perry's shot missed the man, who was also armed, and shot back at Perry, striking him in the hip. So this statement here in the middle is a lie then. When someone from the store went outside to check if Perry had left, Perry pulled out a pistol and attempted to shoot the man. Because if Perry's shot missed, then he didn't get shot, did he? He didn't shoot him. I wish the media would stop lying, saying stupid bullshit. This is a painted picture to make somebody feel bad for about some crap. He did not shot the man. He shot at the man. He shot a gun and sent a bullet towards the man that did not hit the man. When police found Perry about 3 blocks away from the store, he claimed that he'd been the victim of a drive-by shooting, according to the report. Of course he did. He's not going to tell anybody I pulled out a pistol and shot at somebody from a store because I'm a piece of shit. Wanted to start a fight and argument about a mask. No, guy, the trick is you just say, oh, I have to have a mask here. Evidently, you don't want my funding. You don't want my money. I will go somewhere that does. You turn around and you walk away. You come back again in a couple of days and you try again. If they haven't changed their attitude, you say, well, I guess I'm going to keep shopping at XYZ store where they don't harass me about a face mask. And it's that simple. You go where they'll take your money, and the people who don't want it will go out of business. We don't have to have all this fight and argument and shooting. No. You just say, okay, you have unreasonable restrictions. I refuse to play ball with your compliance order. I will go to another store. It's worked out dramatically well for me. At first they get offended, they get upset, and then they realize what I'm saying. There's no part of this compliance issue that I'm willing to yield on. If you don't want my cash, someone else does. And they find a way. They always find a way. If they're a store, they're a business, they want to do business, business means collecting money for services or goods, it means you're there to collect money. When you tell me I can't even come in the store with my money, then I have to go somewhere else, don't I? And when I tell you that that's your decision, not mine, you quickly don't want to be the person that just ran cash out of the business. Perry is facing charges of assault and armed criminal action from the incident, KTVI reported. Missouri has had more than 90,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 1,500 deaths, according to the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. The St. Louis area has seen the greatest concentration of cases in the state. That's beside the point. It doesn't matter to me how many times you lie about how many cases or deaths you've had in whatever state or whatever nation. It's irrelevant to me. The books are cooked, the numbers are bullshit. They keep coming out with all these different stories letting us know they're full of shit. First we heard that maybe 25% of the COVID deaths were not COVID related specifically due to the fact that they didn't test these people. Then we heard another 25% might be comorbidity issues. Now we're hearing 94% of those deaths were either comorbidity issues or false flag lies. Let me help you understand this. When someone on high incentivizes the hospitals and the medical staff to say that it was COVID or treat it as COVID, and this gives you more money, and then if the patient dies and you can say that it was COVID, this engages more money to come into your business. You've just told doctors that dead people and people sick with this disease are worth more money. Of course, you incentivize them to let people die, to do wrongful procedures, etc., in a time of chaos and blame it on I didn't know. Or to just simply say this person had a motorcycle accident, it must have been COVID. I want the cash. You've taken the incentive away from getting paid for results in medical fields and turned it into paid for dead people labeled COVID. Why would you do that? You know what that's going to do. All of the lies, all of the bullshit, all of the lockdowns, all of the liberties rescinded, all of the fake mandates and bullshit lies has driven men like this guy, Joe Quinn, to go. All of the lies, all of the lockdown bullshits, all the fake mandates and mask orders, and all of the arresting people on surfboards in the middle of the ocean, and arresting people for being in the park with their 4-year-old children, and all of these abuses and loss of liberties, rescinded freedoms, this authoritarian overstepping has pushed people to the brink. And you got people throwing a fit, and rioting and looting and burning in the streets. And then you got people shooting store folks over mask orders and mandates. The Democrats are pushing this on us. Every single day we see it. Every single day they're trying to let more Americans lose their mind, commit atrocious crimes, so they can blame it on Donald Trump. The fact is, Trump has offered to help. Trump has levied help. Trump has arrested many people for child trafficking, drug trafficking, etc. When Portland decides to play fuck games for literally 100 days, Donald Trump in the middle of 96 or some day, he decides we're going to deputize the state police so that when they arrest and the shit-ass government in Oregon lets these criminals and murderers and rapists and child molesters go and they are, and they do, then the feds can come back behind and say, oh, well, there's a federal trail tied to this arrest, so we're going to pick the ball up here since you didn't even bother to catch it. Michael Reinoehl, it's a line drive as far as convictability goes. The only reason he's not convicted now is because he decided to get himself perforated. But they were going after his ass, weren't they? Yeah. That's the point. We got to stop this shit. Tim Pool, on one of his videos, many of his videos, keeps talking about how they're going to come to your house, they're going to kick in your doors, they're going to climb on your apartment building and harass you. But you know what, man? Not in the redneck parts of the country, they ain't. Oh, not in the redneck part of the country. This shit needs to stop. We need to put more deputized state police, etc. nationwide. We need to force these assholes to comply because there's been too many deaths. Far too many deaths. Far too blatant criminality, and they're doing it on purpose. Do you think this is an accident? Do you think in 4 years we went from Barack Obama, who was talking shit and creating problems and tensions, instigating this? His entire 8-year term was agitation to this point. The entire purpose of his presidency was to stir this shit up. Here's the rub. They was going to hand it over to Hillary Clinton, and this was all going to be blamed on foreign actors, terrorists, insurgents, etc. You were meant to levy your whoopee heart space over open borders versus the opportunity for somebody to bring in a truck full of fucking dynamite and blow up an orphanage. And then they were going to turn a blind eye and say, oh, it was those people, let's go to war. Haven't you lived this cycle once or twice? My entire life, I have watched Democrats attacking humanity, attacking America, destroying rights, destroying liberties every single year of my life. Enough is enough. Kick them out. Abolish the parties, hang the criminals, send the rest scatter into the four corners. I don't care. You're killing people and driving them over the edge. Do you think, what's his name that did the kicking, Peace Love, wanted to become this guy? Do you think Michael Reinoehl wanted to become this guy? He was so worked up he went out and committed a cold-blooded murder in fucking broad daylight. Well, no, it was night, but get my point, in full public view. And as soon as it was done and he realized, oh shit, I drowned. I want to save myself now. It's too late, Mike. You drowned. The moment you pulled that trigger and killed that man in cold blood, there was no story you could tell, nowhere you could run, no media coverage that could cover the facts. You committed cold-blooded murder, and you knew you were going to prison for it. You Antifa cowards can't live and stand in prison. You become the new bitch on the block. Every one of you. Guaranteed. Either that or you pretend to be hardened. Go hang out with the white racists in jail. Let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave them shits in the comments below. And remember, this is social media, so do all the things.